All right, guys, in this video, we are going to break down market structure in pit numbers in scenario analysis, okay? I would argue that you trying to be perfect in pre-market is costing you money. And today in this video, I'm going to teach you how to approach the market each and every single day in the exact same way so that you're not overcomplicating the process and so that you can push yourself to become the absolute best version of yourself on these charts using a simple process. So let's break right into it. Lesson goals. Understanding market structure using scenario analysis, okay? This is very simple. I want you to think of it like if-then statements, okay? If buyers hold this level, I then target this level. If sellers hold this level, I then target this level. And it's all based off market structure in pit numbers, which is the universal language of the market, okay? Identifying pit numbers. We're going to talk about what they are, all right? We're going to talk about how to trade with them in a way that helps you actually make way more money, because when you're less confused, when you understand the market better, you make way better decisions. So let's break right into it. Understanding larger time frame structure. This is key. So every single day in my Discord, I post a pre-market plan at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, and it looks something just like this, okay? Notice here, I am not striving for perfection. I'm not trying to predict what's going to happen. On the contrary, I have two simple scenarios. The market's either going to go up to my upside target or it's going to go down to my downside target, okay? So this is exactly what it looks like, okay? I identify a key level, all right, which in this case is going to be 68772. Then I identify a bullish scenario and a bearish scenario, all right? I got two scenarios. She's either going up or she is going down. Now, based off what happens off end of day, in the open, I'm going to play longs into PDH in 692.5. The 1 hour time frame will help me out with identifying strength, considering they can get price back above the 9 double exponential on the 1 hour time frame. So notice what I'm doing here. I'm painting a very simple picture for buyers. If they hold the open, I'm going to target previous day high, all right? And then on the flip side of that coin, if sellers hold end of day and if sellers hold the open, I'm super short. I'm looking for puts to target 683 and then 683.15, filling yesterday's gap up, okay? So once again, market structure is the universal language of price movement, the break and retest, okay? The roadmap that shows me whether buyers or sellers are in control, all right? Based off the current structure, I'm going to be able to paint two scenarios, which allow me to dictate two higher probability outcomes. It's either going to be bullish or it's going to be bearish, all right? Market structure serves one major purpose: to help me identify where to target my focus of the direction of the market, all right? It's either going to go up or down. I need my focus dialed in. If I have all these other different factors and variables in my analysis, what's going to happen? I'm going to follow none of them. Okay, and I'm going to completely drop the ball, fumble, hyper focus on lower time frames, and completely blow my account. All right, so key insights about market structure. What do they do for us? Okay, they help us identify healthy markets, identify unhealthy markets. Okay, they help me understand the dynamic, the break, the retest. If this happens, then this. And most importantly, guys, they help support the decision-making process. Okay, so pit numbers. Pit numbers are the previous day high, low, open, close of the previous day. All right, so on this chart, we got PDH, we got EOD, end of day, we got PDL, previous day low, and then we got previous day open print. So once again, based off what happens here at the open, I'm either going to target PDH or target PDL. All right, and we're going to use a very special strategy to do that. We're going to dive into that. All right. So once again, pit numbers, they help us determine the bullish and bearish scenario. These levels will serve as our entries and our targets. Okay. They have vast amounts of volume, vast amounts of liquidity. So if we're opening in between one, price is going to make its way up to one. Whoever's more dominant, whoever's more aggressive, we're going to trade with. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do that. The space between the pit number is what we like to call the market imbalance, okay? So this right here, this is called the market imbalance, okay? And this right here is also called the market imbalance. The space in between, key level, critical level, okay? That's the market imbalance. That's what we're looking to take advantage of each and every single day, okay? So some key insights about pit numbers is they help us identify what the banks are doing, right? Once again, we cannot move price. The banks do. So it's not up to us to predict or be Houdini or throw our little magic cap on and guess what's going to happen. It's up to us just to see what's happening. It's up to us to identify what the banks are doing. Okay, let's not go completely, fully retarded over here. Let's just, whoever controls the open, we're going to trade with. All right, and it's very clear targets, and it helps us simplify the story. So how do I figure it out, Josh? All right, I understand. We got the open, we got the upside target, we got the downside target. But how do I know who's in control? Great question. All right, we're going to look for our strategy, our 3-step approach. And it's going to paint the picture that's going to tell us if it's either bullish or bearish. So what's our strategy? Number 1, identify the key level. We got open print, we got end of day. Number 2, identify the moving average cross. This is on the 5-minute time frame. Number 3, we're looking to identify the RBI or GBI. In this case, buyers are in control. So we are going to spot the red bar that gets ignored. Why is it ignored? Because the following candle disrespects the high. Okay, so once again, right here, we're going to go disrespects the previous candle's high. Okay, this is all I'm looking for each and every single day. And if you take anything from this mini course, let it be the RBI or GBI. All right, it simplifies the game. It clarifies the entry. And it shows you who's actually in control and who is more dominant. All right, so that's what we're looking to do. The RBI at the level shows us which side of the market is trapped and which side of the market is dominant. And anybody watching this wants the mini course on the RBI or GBI, I'm going to give it completely for free, no opt-in. All you have to do is comment below RBI and I will send it to you. Once we're in the trade, we target the next pit number, capturing the market imbalance. Key insights: until I see my strategy, there is no trade. Until I see my strategy, the market is unhealthy, it is choppy, I want nothing to do with it. And when I see it, I pull the trigger. There's no if, then, but, what. I get the moving average cross at the key level followed by the RBI. I'm getting in the trade and I'm putting my stop loss directly below the previous candle. All right, so right here, we're going to put stop loss. Okay, that is it, my friend. That is how we do it each and every single day. Key takeaways from this mini course: all market principles we use on smaller time frames apply on all time frames. Okay, this means break and retest on the 1 hour is gonna act the exact same way on the 5-minute time frame. Our strategy will act as the vehicle that drives us to our target, which allows us to manage the risk appropriately. All right, let me say this one more time. Our strategy is our vehicle. It is our Lambo that we are going to get into, fire up, and trust and believe in. Okay, we're not just going to guess emotionally, shoot from the hip, hopefully we get it. No, we are going to follow the strategy because it tells us exactly where to get into the market and exactly where to put our risk, which is our stop loss. Trading this way can provide multiple opportunities. As you see right here, we have multiple opportunities. We got a long play right here. We got a long play right here, right here, right here. Okay, so once again, just waiting for the RBI and GBI is all you have to do at the key level. Okay, and this is how I look to trade each and every single day in bonus points. Using larger time frame moving averages are going to be key, just like I did in the pre-market plan. Adding into positions on trending days is going to make you ridiculous amounts of money, which, and all I mean here is just when you see the RBI and GBI, you add in, right? You increase your bet as the probability is in your favor. And when you see your strategy, you execute. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like it. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you take advantage of everything HPT offers. And I love you guys. Make sure you push yourself to become the absolute best version of yourself. I'll see you in the next lesson.